they can have a career and not have to work in factories and things like that. I mean, like, when people are orphaned through war, a lot of times they end up working as children. They end up going into labor because that's how they have to survive. So, come onto the hands and knees. Bring the hands underneath the shoulders and knees underneath the hips. Tuck the toes under. Push the seat back to the heels. Downward facing dog. You can pedal out the feet a little bit if you want to. Especially, it's a little cold. I'm not like when the pedaling thing. So here's what I like to try to get you to do is to actually do it with the breath. So as you exhale, bend the right knee. On the inhale, extend the right knee. Exhale, bend the left knee. And then inhale, extend. Exhale, bend. Inhale, extend. Just go back and forth a little bit. Because this cold weather, it triggers the hamstrings to get cold and tight all of a sudden. And then kind of come to a neutral position where you're not pedaling. And then inhale, come forward to a plank. And exhale, the knees, the chest, the chin to the earth. Slide forward, Bhujangasana. Exhale, tuck toes under, push seat back to heels, lift the knees up, downward facing dog. If you don't want assist today, raise a leg and down dog. If you don't want lotions, raise a leg and down dog. Thank you. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale. Exhale, 6. Inhale. Exhale, 7. Inhale. Exhale, 8. Inhale. Exhale, 9. Inhale. Exhale, 10. On the inhale, lift the right leg up into a down dog split. Exhale, bring the right knee into the chest, shoulders over wrists, step the right foot forward in between the hands. Exhale, push through the left heel. On the inhale, lift the torso up, bring the arms alongside the ears in a high lunge. Exhale, find the balance. On the inhale, extend the right leg as you lift the left heel away from the earth. Then exhale, bend the right knee, push through the left heel. On the inhale, extend. Exhale, bend. Inhale, extend. And exhale, bend. Inhale, hands down to the earth. Exhale, press into the hands. On the inhale, lift the right leg up into a down dog split again. Then exhale, bend the right knee. Open, stack the hips, external rotation. Inhale, come back to a down dog split. And exhale, place the right foot on the floor. Inhale, come forward to a plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin to earth. Inhale, slide forward, Bhujangasana. Exhale, tuck toes under, seat to heels, downward dog. On the inhale, lift left leg up into a down dog split. Exhale, bring left knee into chest, shoulders over wrists, step the left foot forward in between the hands. Exhale, push. Inhale, push through the right heel, lift the torso up, arms alongside the ears. And exhale, find the balance. On the inhale, extend the left leg, lift the right heel away. Exhale, bend the left knee. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bend 2. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bend 3. Inhale, hands down to the earth, ground down. Exhale, press into the hands. Inhale, lift the left leg back up into a down dog split. Exhale, bend the left knee, open, stack the hips. Inhale, come back to a down dog split. Exhale, place the left foot on the floor. Inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, slide forward, cobra. Exhale, tuck toes under, seat back to heels, downward facing dog. On the inhale, soften the knees, slowly walk the feet toward the hands. Keep the feet about hips width distance apart. Hands about 6 to 8 inches in front of the feet. Press the palms down, letting the head be heavy. Modified Uttanasana. And you want equal weight through the hands and the feet. Instead of all the weight in the hands or all the weight in the feet, right? You want to find that balance there. Exhale 1, inhale. Exhale 2, inhale. Exhale 3, inhale. Exhale 4, inhale. Exhale 5, inhale. Exhale 6, inhale. Exhale 7, inhale. Exhale 8, inhale. Exhale 9, inhale. Exhale 10. Soften the knees. Step the feet out as wide as the mat. Come down to a squat. Bring the hands together. Press out with forearms. Squeeze in with the knees. Squat. Like I almost always do squat for a warm up. Because one, like people can't squat anymore. And squatting's just part of what a healthy body should be able to do. But we don't squat in the West. We like sit on chairs and then our hips get so tight and there's not that range of motion in the knees, and all of a sudden you're locked up. So squatting, always good. Exhale 7, inhale. Exhale 8, inhale. Exhale 9, inhale. Exhale 10. Place the hands on the floor. Come sit down. And you can sit on a block, you can sit on a blanket. Oh. Let's chant a little Loka, and then we'll chant from the Yoga Sutras. So for the Yoga Sutra, page 44, 2.46, but everybody kind of knows Loka Samasta, so it's on page 16 if you don't. Inhale deeply. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Your turn. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Continue. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Twice more. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Now look at page 44, 2.46. Very simple. So we'll do this as a call and response. Stiram, stiram, sukham, sukham, asanam, asanam, stira sukham, asanam, stira sukham, asanam. Together. Stira sukham, asanam. One more time. Stira sukham, asanam. Om. So Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. If you're new to this studio, Loka means location, samasta means same or equal standing. Sukhi no. Sukhi is a sweetness. No is centered in it, centered in sweetness. Above is an energetic on two. That's what I'd like to achieve, or that's what I'd like to make happen. So my teacher, Sharon Gannon, she translated that as, may all beings everywhere be happy and free, and may the thoughts, the words, and the actions of my own life contribute in some small way to that happiness and that freedom for all. Small way, she added later, because people, like, when you talk about yoga and you talk about the world, like I remember when Sean Korn in the 90s, she started this organization called Off the Mat and Into the World, and the whole tagline was like, we're going to get off the mat and change the world. And then you kind of get disappointed after a while, because you realize that yoga is going to change you, but you're not going to change the world, right? That you have to work on yourself, and you can't force the world to be different. So you change, and if enough people practice yoga, if all billion, how many trillions of people are in the world now? Does anybody know what the number of human life forms is floating around on this planet? If all of them practice yoga, then we'd change the world. But yoga is only practiced, even when you talk about it as a fitness, by 8.7% of the population. That's tiny. You think it's big? When you talk about everybody, out of 100, that's tiny. That's what, I think it's pretty small, personally, because I bet there's more people doing Zumba. If you compared it to Zumba, there'd be 20.90% Zumbaing around, shaking and wiggling at a gym. And then there's 8.7 at the yoga studio. I just think it's, you had to compare it to something else. But maybe that's because yoga does ask a lot of you, right? I mean, you kind of start out with it as a fitness class. Oh, I'm going to just get my hamstrings a little more open, maybe a little work on my little handstand a little bit. And you realize that somebody asked you to make others' lives happy and free. And the only way you can make them happy and free is sthira sukham asanam. Steadiness, sthira. Sukham, you chanted that in Loka Samasta, sukhino bhavantu, sweetness. And asana, seat, the seat of everything you're doing, right? The seat of just being a human on this planet, living on this planet and sharing the planet with other beings. That's a seat, that's a connection. So if you can make it steady, if you can make that life steady and joyful, then in some small way, you would change the lives of other beings, because you wouldn't be unbalanced and in conflict all the time. That would be in some small way. You work on yourself, and that's some small way, right? Fold up the chant books, place them to the side. I'll come by and pick them up. And come stand. What's your name? Pamela. Were you supposed to go to Ariel? And you were late, and they punished you and sent you to me. This is what they call yoga purgatory. That was funny. That made me laugh. Come stand at the front of your mat in Tadasana, mountain seat. Big toes and heels touch. Tailbone moves toward pubic bone. Gazes at the horizon. And in mountain seat, start out by just finding steady and joyfulness in your Tardasana. And then bring the hands together in undulating mudra. And set a higher intention for the sadhana today. Maybe that idea of uplifting the lives of others in some small way, just by allowing yourself to evolve. And then exhale, hands by the side to Dasana, mountain seat. On the inhale, extend the arms up toward the sky, asana. And then exhale, fold over straight legs, Uttanasana, press palms into floor blocks. Inhale, soften the knees, step the right foot back into a low lunge, looking forward. Exhale, left foot back, downward facing dog, lift the hips. On an inhale, come forward to a plank, look forward. Exhale, bend the elbows 2 inches, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Stay, inhale. Exhale, 1, inhale. Exhale, 2, inhale. Exhale, 3, inhale. Exhale, 4, inhale. Exhale, 5. On the inhale, lightly step the right foot forward in between the hands or blocks. Exhale, the left foot next to the right and fold over the legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, rise up, extend the arms, see the prayer. Exhale, fold over the legs again, Uttanasana. Inhale, soften the knees, step left foot back, low lunge. Exhale, downward facing dog, lift hips. On the inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Stay. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. On the inhale, lightly step the left foot forward. Exhale, right foot meeting left, fold over legs. Inhale, rise up, extend arms. And exhale, hands by the side to Dasana. On the inhale, extend the arms, asana. Exhale, fold over straight legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, step, jump, walk back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale, reach your arms forward. Don't walk back. Reach forward. Exhale, 2. So walk forward a little. Inhale. Exhale, 3. I'm pulling your side body. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, look beyond the hands. Inhale, step or jump the feet in between hands. Exhale, fold over legs. Inhale, rise up, extend arms, see prayer. Exhale, hands by the side to Dasana. On the inhale, extend the arms, asana. Exhale, folding over legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, step or jump back, chaturanga. Good. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Keep reaching forward. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, look forward. Inhale, step or jump feet in between hands. Exhale, fold over legs. Inhale, rise up, extend arms. Exhale, hands by the side to Dasana with straight legs. Inhale, hook thumbs, reach up and arch back. Exhale, bend knees, take arms behind back, clasp hands together in a fist, straighten. Inhale, bend knees, hands down next to feet, right foot back, low lunge. Exhale, left foot back, downward dog. Inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, knees, chest, and chin. Inhale, slide forward, cobra. Exhale, tuck toes under, seat to heels, downward dog. On the inhale, right foot forward. Exhale, left foot meets right, fold over legs. Inhale, bend knees, hook thumbs, stand up, straighten legs, arch back. Exhale, bend knees, take arms behind back, clasp hands together in a fist, straighten. Inhale, bend knees, hands down next to feet, left foot back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, slide forward, cobra. Exhale, tuck toes under, seat to heels, downward dog. Inhale, left foot steps forward. Exhale, right foot meets the left, fold over legs. Inhale, bend knees, hook thumbs, stand up, straighten legs, and arch back. Exhale, hands by the side to Dasana. On the inhale, bend the knees, Utkatasana. Exhale, put the hands down, extend the legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, lift the head and chest, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, step or jump back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right foot forward, left heel down, come up, warrior one. Exhale, hands down, step back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left foot forward, right heel down, rise up, warrior one. Exhale, hands down, step back, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, look forward. Inhale, step or jump the feet in between hands. Exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, bend the knees, lift the torso up. Utkatasana, awkward chair. Exhale, stand up to Dasana. Let's make this easier. Place your hand, come stand here. And right there on that little symbol, on that symbol. Now, we're going to use the blocks. Now, watch. This is going to be so much easier. On the inhale, bend the knees, Utkatasana. Exhale, put your hands down on the floor blocks, straighten your legs. Stay on the blocks. Inhale, lift the head and chest, look up. Exhale, step or jump back, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. On your inhale, step your right foot forward, left heel down, warrior one. Oh, look how better that is. Exhale, hands down to the block, step back, bend the elbows, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Good. On the inhale, left foot forward, right heel turns down. Come up, warrior one. Better. Exhale, hands down to the floor, step back, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward dog. Again. Inhale, right foot forward, left heel down, rise up, warrior one. Exhale, hands down, step back, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, left foot forward, right heel down, warrior one. Exhale, hands down, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing, stay. Inhale. Exhale, one. Inhale. Exhale, two. Inhale. Exhale, three. Inhale. Exhale, four. Inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, look beyond the hands. Inhale, jump your feet in between the hands or blocks. Much better, Pamela. Inhale, bend the knees, lift the torso up, Utkatasana. Exhale, come stand up to Dasana. All right. On the inhale, bend the knees, Utkatasana. Exhale, bring the hands together, then sit on the chest, twist over to the right, left arm on the outside of the right thigh, awkward twist. We're going to stay here. Inhale. Exhale, one. Inhale. Exhale, two. Inhale. Exhale, three. Inhale. Exhale, four. Inhale. Exhale, five. And I'll come back to center, Utkatasana. Exhale, come stand up, Tardasana. Inhale, bend the knees, Utkatasana. Exhale, bring the hands together in center chest. Twist left, right arm on the outside of the left thigh. Keep the knees together. Inhale. Exhale once. Use your adductors. Exhale, two. Inhale. Exhale, three. Inhale. Exhale, four. Inhale. Exhale, five. And I'll come back to center, Utkatasana. Exhale, come stand up, Tadasana. Step the feet hips width distance apart. 2 fists, about 2 fists, internal measurement of the hips. Bring the hands to the waist, elbows pointed to the wall behind you. Inhale, lift up and arch back, moving the hips forward. Then exhale, fold forward, bend the knees, slide the index finger and the middle finger through the big toe and the second toe, holding onto the big toe in what's called yogi toe lock. Then inhale, lift the head and chest, look up at the windows. Shift weight a little bit forward into the front of the foot. Then exhale, bend the elbows and fold forward, looking at the wall behind you. Keep lifting up through the sit bones. Try not to bend your knees. Here again, if you have tight hamstrings, listen, you got to extend. Exhale, one. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Inhale, soften the knees, release the toes. Place the hands on the floor and heel toe the feet out as wide as the mat. Coming into your second squat. Bring the hands together, come squat down. Press out with the forearm, squeeze in with the knees. Now imagine that you're squatting up. Bring the left arm in front of your left shin. Put your left hand on the floor outside your left foot. Then inhale, lift your right arm up and twist. Look over your shoulder. So try to pull your right scapula down the back. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Now on the inhale, bring the right arm behind you. Reach for your left hip. Then inwardly rotate your left shoulder, bend your left elbow, and reach back for your right hand. Or you can use a towel or a little belt to come into the bind. So here again, a little help from a friend, right? So all your props are your friends. David's got socks over here and all kinds of things, all kinds of stuff. Yeah, something should be useful over there. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. On the inhale, place the left hand down as you reach your right arm back up into the air. Then exhale, come back to center, bring the hands together in prayer. Other side, bring the right arm in front of the right shin, put the right hand down. Lift the left arm up. As you lift the left arm up, try to pull the scapula down the back, opening the chest. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Now and inhale, bring the left arm behind you. Inwardly rotate the right arm. Reach back. Hold onto the left hand with the right. Or use your belt. Find your friend. Call on a friend. Inhale. Exhale 1. See, a lot of places don't teach with props, but they ain't got no friends. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. On the inhale, place the right hand down as you lift the left arm up. Then exhale, come back to center, bring the hands together. Place the hands on the floor. Lift the hips up. Heel toe the feet, hips width distance apart, about 2 fists. Then bend the knees, lift the front of the feet up, slide the hands underneath the feet. Standing on the hands, Hastapadasana. Then lift the head and chest, look up, straighten the legs. As you straighten the legs, push into the feet. Then exhale, fold forward, bend the elbows out to the side. Breathe. Try to pull the navel toward the thighs. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Good. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Inhale, soften the knees. Take the hands out from underneath the feet. Exhale, bring the hands to the waist, elbows pointing up toward the ceiling. With straight legs, inhale, lift up and arch back. So you're not rolling up. And then exhale, come back to center with the shoulders over the hips. Step, jump the feet together. Big toes and heels touch. Tadasana. On the inhale, bring the hands together in undulating mudra. Extend the arms up toward the sky. Exhale, fold over the straight legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, lift the head and chest, prepare. Exhale, step, jump, walk back, chaturanga, your choice. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And Pamela, we're going to make that easy again. On the inhale, right foot forward, left heel down, warrior 1. Don't let go of those props. It makes it easier. Exhale, open arms and hips, warrior 2. Inhale, extend the right leg. Reach to the right. Pull the left hip back. Little right hand down. Left arm lifts up. Triangle, Trikonasana. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale, lift all the way up to stand. Now exhale, bend the right knee. As you bend the right knee, look at the knee and track the knee down the center of the foot, the second and third toe. On the inhale, reach toward the windows like you're surfing. Then exhale, reverse the warrior. Bring your left hand down your left thigh, but keep tracking your knee down the center of your foot. So you want to keep bending. Exhale, 1, good. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale, extend the right leg, reverse triangle. Then exhale, rebend the right knee, put the right hand down outside the right foot. Inhale, sweep the left arm toward the windows, looking into the left palm. Exhale, 1, good. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. On the inhale, gently place the left hand down. Now, you can keep your left foot turned out. Extend the right leg and move the left foot forward. So the back foot still turned out a little bit. So straighten the right leg, move the left foot forward. So here, this is a little Ashtanga style. It's actually harder because now you're stretching the abductor, the outer thigh muscle. Lift the head and chest, look up. You want to have your hands on the floor so you pull your right hip back to do that. And then exhale, fold down the center of your right leg. And you'll feel like there's a little bit more intensity on the outside of the left thigh. Exhale, 1. It's not wrong to keep the external rotation. You just have to know why you want to do it. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3, but I would use blocks instead of bending. Now notice how you can now pull back. See, now you can act, now you feel something in your hamstring, right? Exhale, 5. Good. Inhale, lift the head and chest. Exhale, bend the right knee, step back, downward dog. So if you have tight hamstrings, I'm going to say it again. Everybody tells you to bend the knees. You go other places, I say bend the knees. I'd say to you, use a prop. You don't have to lock a joint, but you do need to learn to extend and bend and why you're doing one or the other. On the inhale, left foot forward, right heel turns down, come up, Virabhadrasana 1. Exhale, open arms and hips, Virabhadrasana 2. Inhale, extend. Exhale, reaching to the left, left hand down, right arm lifts up, triangle. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale, lift all the way up. Then exhale, bend the left knee. As you bend the left knee, look at your left knee, track the knee down the second and third toe of your foot. Don't let it drift over to the right side. Inhale, reach toward the windows like you're surfing. And then exhale, reverse the warrior. Bring your right hand down the right thigh, but keep tracking that left knee down the center of the left foot. Inhale. Exhale, 1, and keep the left knee bent. So you're opening up the hip flexor. Exhale, 2. You're not doing a little extension there. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Keep the right hand where it is. Inhale, extend the left leg, reverse triangle. 1 breath. Then exhale, rebend the left knee. Put the left hand on the floor or block outside the left foot. Inhale, sweep the right arm toward the windows, looking into the right palm. Extended angle. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. On the inhale, place the right hand down. Extend the left leg. Move the right foot straight forward. Here again, the right foot can be turned out a little bit. I'm going to leave it up to you. So tonight, if you want to turn it out, it's okay. But lift the head and chest. When you do that, keep the hands on the floor blocked so that you can pull the left hip back. You'll get a bigger stretch on the outside of the right thigh. Then exhale, fold over the right leg. And here again, keep pulling the energy up the front of the left leg. So that energy is an extension, not a locking of the knee. Exhale, 1. Inhale, it's drawing energy up. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale, lift the head and chest. Exhale, bend the left knee, step back, downward facing dog. On the inhale, come forward to a plank. Big toes and heels are going to touch. Exhale, onto the right hand, the outside of the right foot. Lift the left arm up. Side plank, Vaishishtasana. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale, gently come out to a plank. And exhale, immediately onto the left hand, outside of the left foot, raising the right arm up. Side plank. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale, gently come out to a plank. Exhale, knees, chest, and chin. Inhale, slide forward, Bhujangasana. Exhale, tuck toes under, push seat to heels, downward dog. Now, remember, those blocks are your friends. Inhale, Pamela. Exhale, bend the knees, look forward. Inhale, jump the feet in between the blocks. Exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, bend the knees, lift the torso up. Utkatasana. Exhale, come stand up, Tardasana. Everybody take your 2 blocks, your friends, and place them so that they're like that. And there's probably about, what do you think, 4 inches in between the blocks. So they're like, a good 4 inches. So I'm going to turn it to the side so you can see. It's about like that. Okay? And then I'm going to come and I'm going to step on the block in the back block with my right heel. And I'm going to put the ball of the right foot on the front block. So I want my arch to be open. In other words, my arches are not. Just my heel of the foot and the ball of the foot, okay? Then I'm going to put weight in my right foot, and I'm going to lift my left foot off the floor. And I'm going to bring my left leg closer to my body instead of letting it go outside. Don't let it go to the side. Bring it right next to the other one. Imagine that you have an imaginary block. And then notice if you're leaning. So notice, can you even up and get cranial over sacral? And can you feel how that because you're not on your arches, sometimes you have a collapsed arch, right, or inside or out. Now your ankle's trying to find center. And like Mbrim, you're like leaning over a little bit that way, so you want to kind of come back a little this way. So you got to find that equal space in the right ankle. If you've ever gone to PT therapy and they make you stand on that little half ball, that's what this is. It's just the yoga version with your friends, the blocks. All right. Now, step down onto the left foot, step the right foot off, and step on with the left foot. Maybe notice if it's different, right? There's a difference between left and right sides. And so as you step, shift weight, but then lift the right foot up and see if you can find center and not lean trying to find that, but actually find the center of this and keeping the right leg still moving inward. So it's just like Tadasana, but I don't have anything underneath my right foot. And just notice how that is causing you to become more aware of the grounding of the foot. Right? Trees grow downward, grounding, rooting into the earth, but they also grow upwards, right? And the more they can root down, the higher they can get, right? And then step off, and then switch, come back over to standing on, we stood on the right foot. Okay, So come back to the right. Now this time, bend the left knee into the chest and give the left knee a good hug. And here again, you may start to wobble like I'm doing. Try to drop the left hip so you're not going to hike over to the right. Then open up the left knee and put the left foot on the inside of the right thigh. And then bring the hands together in undulating mudra. And see if you can extend the arms up toward the sky, growing a little taller as you root down through the right foot. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Don't look at somebody moving. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Good. Inhale, bring the left knee forward. Give the left knee a good hug. And then step off of the block and switch sides. Isn't that interesting? It is hard. And you would think that it should be as easy as if I'm just standing on a foot. But because we tend to walk on our arches and collapse inward or outward, everybody has a different habitual habit, then it's hard just to find the 4 points and leave the arch open because now the arch is working, okay? Standing on your left foot, bend your right knee into the chest. Give the right knee a good hug, kind of lengthen tailbone. Then open up the right knee, put the right foot on the inside of the left thigh. Bring the hands together and see if you can grow taller. Then start to extend the arms up toward the sky and balance. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. And bring the hands back through. Bring the right knee forward. Give it a hug. And then place the right foot on the floor. Step off. All right. So rooting, right? That energy of the tree roots down. But then it keeps growing up. We usually focus, I've been teaching for 20 years. I've always seen my teachers always focusing on this. I want to focus on something else today. Now, take a block and set the block on the top of your head. Like, and my reference is always finishing school. And you have to learn to walk with a block. And not drop the book. It's usually a book. It's not a block, but a book. Then shift weight over into your right foot. Bend your left knee into your chest. Try not to drop the block. Open up the left knee. Put the left foot on the inside of the right thigh. Then bring the hands together. And now find the upward energy through the crown of the head. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale, bring the left knee forward. Give it a good hug. Don't lose the block. And then place the left foot on the floor. That's harder, I think. Because usually, like you want to, when you come into it, you want to change the hips, which causes you to lean and the spine to go one way or the other, and you drop the block. Huh? Having hair helps, probably. You could put Velcro on your head. Some sticky Velcro. There you go. Bend the right knee into the chest. Give the right knee a hug. And then open up the right knee, without losing the block. Put the right foot on the left thigh. And then bring the hands together and balance. And here again, find that upward energy through the spine. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Good, everybody. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale, bring the right knee forward. Give it a good hug. And place the right foot on the floor. Now take the block off the head. Isn't that interesting? Right? Because that two energy kind of things are happening, right? That rooting down to, but then that lifting up. And we just never think about, we always think about rooting down, but that lifting up is just equally as important. All right, come to the front of your mat. You can put your blocks back on the side of your mat. On the inhale, bend the knees, Utkatasana, aqua chair. Exhale, put the hands down, extend the legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, step, jump, walk back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. On the inhale, step the right foot forward in between the hands. Exhale, push through your left heel. On the inhale, lift the torso up, arms alongside the ears in a high lunge like we did in the warm-up. Then exhale, bring the hands together to the center of the chest and twist over to the right. Left arm on the outside of the right thigh. Now, still think of that pressing down and lifting up. Exhale, 1. Same energy is going on here. Exhale, 2, to twist. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale, lift the torso up. Bring the arms alongside the ears in a high lunge. Exhale, put the hands on the floor. Frame the right foot. Shift weight to the right foot. On the inhale, lift the left foot off the floor, straightening the right leg. Standing split. And here again, extend your leg. Don't just bend your knee and try to get your hands down. You want to lift up. You can point your left toes and lift your left leg higher. External rotation of the left leg, I don't mind. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale, lift the head and chest, bend the left knee, stack the hips again. Then exhale, bring the left knee to the outside of the right foot and sit down like a curtsy. Finishing school. On the inhale, lift the left arm up alongside the left ear. And then exhale, twist over to the right. You can extend the left leg. Watch. There you go. Now twist. That's better. But keep this foot active. That way you don't lose the hamstring connection. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. And I'll come back to center. Exhale, counter twist over to the left. And then inhale, come center. And let's set up for ankle to knee. Agni Stambhasana. Stack the shins, lift the head and chest. And exhale, fold forward. Bring the arms out in front of you. Good. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. And inhale, lift the head and chest. Walk the hands back. Now, this is so easy. Swing your right leg behind you. Come into a pigeon on the left. And I'm going to kind of warn you, you don't want a lot of stuff on the left and right side of your mat for some of this, okay? So you want to kind of keep the side of your mat clean. Lift the head and chest, pull the left hip back. Then exhale, fold forward over the left leg. And breathe into the hip. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. And then on the inhale, lift the head and chest. Now, this is so easy. I'm going to roll to the left. I'm going to come sit up. I'm going to be facing the back wall. My right leg is going to be extended. My left leg is going to be bent. Janu Shirshasana. Then twist the torso over the extended right leg. And exhale, fold forward, holding onto the right foot. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Then inhale, lift the head and chest. Now, take both your hands over to the left. Put the hands on the floor, back where the windows are. Rotate, come onto the ball of your right foot, and lift your left leg up into the air in a down dog split. Now, bend your left knee. Start to bring the left foot over to the right side of your mat. Step the left foot down. Lift the hips. Point the right toes and extend the left arm toward the windows. Wild thing. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. On the inhale, place the left hand down as you lift your left leg back up into a down dog split. Then exhale, bring the left knee into the chest. Step the left foot forward in between the hands. Inhale, push through the right heel and lift the torso up, arms alongside the ears, high lunge. Then exhale, bring the hands together and twist over to the left. Inhale, good. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale, lift the torso up, arms alongside the ears in high lunge. Then exhale, place the hands down, frame the left foot. On the inhale, lift the right foot off the floor, standing split. And then exhale, fold over the standing leg. Here again, point the right toes, lift the right leg higher by pressing down. Exhale, 1. Inhale, good. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Then bend the right knee, open, stack the hips. Exhale, bring the right knee to the outside of the left foot and sit all the way down. Ardha Matsyendrasana. I forgot who I assisted. I'm sorry. Who did I assist on this? Did I assist you? On the inhale, lift the right arm up. And exhale, twist over to the left. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Good. Inhale, come center. And exhale, counter twist. And inhale, come center. Move the right shin forward. Stack the shins. I assist you on this. Then dorsiflex the feet. Lift the head and chest. And exhale, fold forwards. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Good. Inhale. Lift the head and chest. It's so easy. Swing the left leg behind you. Come into a pigeon on the right. Lift the head and chest. Pull the right hip back. And then exhale, fold over the right leg. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Then inhale, lift the head and chest. You're going to roll to the right. You're going to sit up. Your left leg is going to be extended out. Your right knee is going to be bent like a tree. Lift the head and chest. And exhale, fold forward, holding onto the left foot. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5, and inhale. Lift the head and chest. Now from here, take both hands over to the right toward the windows. Come onto the ball of your left foot. Lift the right leg up into a down dog split. Then bend the right knee. Start to shift weight over to the left. Step the right foot onto the floor behind the left. Lift the hips. Point the left toes and your right fingers toward the windows. Wild thing. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5 on the inhale. Place the right hand down as you lift your right leg back up into a down dog split. Exhale, place the right foot on the floor. Inhale, come forward to a plank. And exhale, the knees, the chest, the chin to the earth. Inhale, slide forward, cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes under, push the seat back to the heels. Come into a child seat. All right, from here, a little headstand. Turn the palms to face upward. Get the elbows a little closer together. Interlace the fingers, making a fist. Place the top of the head on the floor behind the wrist crease. Lift the knees up. Walk the feet forward so the hips are over the shoulders. Then from here, bring the knees into the chest. Bring the heels toward the ceiling. And do you do this often?
I haven't done it in years.
In years, okay. Well, let's just kind of go back to basics. Interlace the fingers together, but instead of doing this, make a fist. Why? Your wrist is stronger. Then put your head right here. And then lift your knees up. And just walk your feet forward. Now, think of this as like, you don't have to come off the floor because it's been years. So think of this like crow. Bend the knee into the chest and bring your heel toward the seat, one leg at a time. So one leg stays, and then switch. And notice how like you're working on core. That's perfect. David, don't go jumping too much. You only got one neck, and I can't get God to give you another one. I'll talk to him, but I don't think it's going to happen. You can go to the wall, David, if you want to. Because your hips are too far back. And you're working too hard. Walk forward more. Yeah. Now pull your ribs in. Om Namah Shivaya. 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 Pamela, you're doing good. We just do this for 5 minutes. You're doing good, but it's part of our method. We do it for 5 minutes. So if you're like, oh my God, when is this going to be over? Right.
That's why my daughter says pick up on things, but he's standing on block.
Yeah. Yeah. We're like, it's a little bit of our method. We're very prop heavy. We like props. And if you go into hot yoga studios, they can't have props. They'll be all wet.
My yoga for mobility, we use props.
Oh, yeah. And it's hot. Yeah. 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 Slowly start to come down. And as you come down, rest in child seat. Breathe. Om Namah Shivaya. 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 Reach the arms forward, tuck the toes under, press into the hands, lift the knees up, come into downward dog. On the inhale, come forward to plank. Next, exhale through bent elbows, come all the way onto the abdomen. Squeeze the legs together, take the hands behind the back, clasp the hands together in a fist. If you can't do that, you can always use a prop. Put something in between the hands so that you can lift your shoulders up. On your inhale, lift the head, chest, legs, and arms. Locust. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale, come down and relax. Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. Bend the knees, reach back, grab the ankles. On the inhale, lift up, Dhanurasana, seat of the bow. Exhale 1, inhale. Exhale 2, inhale. Exhale 3, inhale. Exhale 4, inhale. Exhale, come down, release, relax. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. Bend the knees, reach back, grab the ankles. You can hold on the inside of the ankles if you wish. On the inhale, lift up. Exhale 1, inhale. Exhale 2, inhale. Exhale 3, inhale. Exhale 4, inhale. Exhale, come down, release. Bring the hands next to the chest, elbows close to the ribs. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, plank. And exhale through bent elbows all the way down. Roll over onto the back. Bend the knees, touch the heels with the fingertips. Feet are going to be about hips width distance apart, 2 fists. On the inhale, lift the hips, the lower, the middle back. Clasp the hands together in a fist underneath you. Setu Bandha Asana, half bridge. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2, inhale. Exhale 3, inhale. Exhale 4, inhale. Exhale 5, release the hands and come down. The middle back, the lower back, and the hips. Ashwini Binde. Who's singing? I love her. Place the hands next to the head, elbows toward the ceiling, fingers toward the shoulders. On the inhale, press into the hands and the feet and lift the body off the floor. Upward bow. Good. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Bring the chin into the chest and come down the upper, the middle, the lower back. I'm going to show you another trick. All right. So we're going to put this right up below your elbows, and then you're going to put your hands down. Now this time you're going to come straight up. Watch. Place the hands next to the head. On the inhale, lift up. Exhale 1, good. Inhale. Exhale 2, extend. Trust that you can do it. Inhale, there it is. Exhale 3, good. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Bring the chin to the chest and come down. The upper, the middle, the lower back. Good. Sometimes like restriction, you can find, yeah. Well, also this, when you restrict the movement, you have more direction of movement. Last time, place the hands next to the head. On the inhale, come back up. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Lift the head off the floor, Pamela. Exhale 3. There you go. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Bring the chin to the chest. Come down the upper, the middle, the lower back. Bring the knees into the chest. You can make little circles on the sacrum. Rocking from left to right, right to left. So yoga sadhana should make us all more steady and more joyful. And if we're more steady and joyful human beings, then we are making a small difference in the world, right? Then the little things don't irritate you as much anymore. Like that guy that gets on the PATH train with that huge backpack and he has no spatial awareness. And he's like unaware that his backpack is in your face. Let the knees come over to the left. Extend the right arm out. Look over the right shoulder, twist. Or when there's a long line at the bank and somebody's up there counting pennies because they've stopped making pennies and they want to get rid of all their pennies before they lose their money. Have you had that happen yet? It's going to happen. That happened to me. And they're like 1, 2, 3. Bring the knees back over, switch sides. And you just kind of go Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. And bring the knees back into the center. Give the knees a little hug. Bring the forehead toward the knees. Rock forward and back. Rock forward and back. Rock forward and back. Come up to a seated position. Extend yourself. Extend the legs out in front of you. Dorsiflex the feet. I don't care which way you face. And exhale, fold forward. A little Paschimottanasana. You can face forward or back. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Inhale. Exhale 6. Inhale. Exhale 7. Inhale. Exhale 8. Inhale. Exhale 9. Inhale. Exhale 10. Inhale, lift the head and chest. Incline plank or tabletop, up to you. If you're going to come into tabletop, bend the knees, put the feet down where the knees were. Incline plank, point the toes away from your hands behind you. On the inhale, lift up. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Bring your feet, either extend all the way or bring the feet back. Exhale 3. Inhale. Good. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. And then bring the chin and chest and come down. And now let's set up for shoulder stand. How's your shoulder stand?
Just inversions in general. It's full.
Let's try it. I mean, sure. Let's do this. I'm going to show you the way I like to teach it. And the way I like to teach it is I like to use a blanket. Okay, so I'm going to put a blanket about a quarter of a way down.
Okay.
We're going to fold your mat over that blanket. Then you're going to put your shoulders on this rolled edge, but your head on the bamboo floor. So now we're not, no, you went down. We're not putting any pressure in your cervical spine. Then put your hands on the floor. Extend your legs. Now use your core, press into your hands and bring your legs overhead or bring your knees onto your forehead. There you go. Lift, 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 lift. Bend your knees. Try that first. Don't worry about your feet going up. Make yourself into a little disco ball. Now put your hands on your back. Yeah. And then lift your legs up. Yeah. This looks pretty good. What I would say do is try to bring your toes back a little bit toward the exit door. And that's going to move your hips. There, that's better. Good. Good. So you did it. It doesn't have to be a goal anymore. See, that's the thing. If you like, you have to. In fact, my teacher, Yogeshri Sudarshan Kanan, was talking about this a few days ago. That if you kind of like just never put any effort into doing it, but kind of, or whatever you're doing. He wasn't talking about asanas, because he doesn't teach asanas like I teach. He teaches meditation, and he teaches Advaita Vedanta theory, the philosophy. And he was like, when you do these things, so press, use your core. Remember, it's coming from your core. Press and lift your hips, but then bend. See, you're trying to go straight for your feet, but bend. That way your hips come back. Now put your hands on your back. Now extend one leg at a time. Try one leg at a time. That may feel different to you. Like, you feel like the core working when you do that? Okay. And he said, he was talking about, going deeper, doing deeper things in your yoga sadhana. And he was like, if you just think about it, but you never put the time or energy into doing it, you'll never do it. And he said, the first time you do it, you did it. So you have to kind of put action behind thought. Remember, we chanted that Loka and Sharon's interpretation, thoughts, words, and actions. Thoughts create motivation. You kind of put it into words, or even if they're in your head, are external words, and then you got to act on it. You can't just, don't just talk about it. Just do it. And she got a nice voice. I called her one time in India. I was wanting her to come and sing at the studio when we first opened. And so I looked up her number and I called her, and she answered her own phone. I was like, wow, stars in India are different than stars in America. She was like, hello. And I said, oh, do you have plans of doing an American tour anytime soon? She was like, oh, no, but I will let you know if I am. But then I realized she was 78 years old. I'd only seen her in all these movies, Bollywood movies, when she was young. All right, from here, you got two options. Here's how you're going to do this. Either one, bend the knees and bring the knees onto the forehead. That's option one. Or if your knees touch the forehead, see if you can put your toes on the floor behind the head. Or stay with your knees bent. That's fine. If your toes are on the floor, clasp the hands together in a fist and extend the arms away from you. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Then put the hands on the floor. Use the hands like brakes. Slowly come down one vertebrae at a time until the hips touch the floor. And then extend the legs out. Lift the torso up, unfold the mat, move the blanket off to the side, lay down on the back. Turn the palms to face upward, press into the elbows. Come onto the top of the head. Matsyasana, seat of the fish. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale. Exhale, 6. Inhale. Exhale, 7. Inhale. Exhale, 8. Inhale. Exhale 9. Inhale. Exhale 10. Press into the elbows. Bring the chin to the chest. And slowly come down. And as you come down, let's set up for Shavasana, seat of the corpse. So you can place a blanket on top of you or a blanket underneath the knees. Let the body become heavy, letting go of Mula Bandha. And let the breath just breathe the body now organically. Shavasana, seat of the corpse. Gently deepen the breath. And as you deepen the breath, make small movements with the fingers and the toes. Stretch the arms overhead. Stretch the arms and legs in opposite directions. Draw the knees into the chest. Give the knees a little hug. And then gently roll over to the right side. And pressing the left palm into the floor, lift the torso up and come up to a seated position for a very brief meditation. So, like I've been saying, when Patanjali says Sthira Sukham Asanam, he was really speaking of the seat of meditation. So, same ideas apply. Choose a seat, your asana, and be steady. Don't fidget, don't move, and be joyful. Sukham. Closing the eyes, allow the breath to deepen, becoming aware of the breath again. And as you inhale, silently chant to yourself the mantra Om. And as you exhale, silently chant Om. Inhaling deeply. Exhaling everything out. Inhale for the sound of Om. 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 Shanti. 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 Bringing the hands together in undulating mudra, bowing the head slightly. Shanti, shanti, shanti. Peace, peace, peace. May there be peace within myself, peace with those around me, but most of all, universal peace. Namaste. Thank you all so much. And don't forget, Yogeshwari will be here Sunday, 10 a.m. It is from 10 to 12. So it's a 2-hour class. We're going to give her an extra 30 minutes. You know, she likes to talk. So that will give her a little more time to talk and talk about whatever she wants to talk about. So that's all, folks. Thank you. And now you're out of purgatory. Yoga purgatory.